Get started. So, hello everybody and welcome. My name is Rachel McIntosh and I am a podcast host at Finance Magnates. I'm so happy to be here with all of you today. I'll be the moderator of this discussion today, and I'm so excited to have here with me one of the Forex industry's top experts, Navodnyy, who's the CPO and Project Manager at B2Core. So I'll let him introduce himself a bit more thoroughly in just a moment, but before then, a few housekeeping matters that we'll get out of the way. Our discussion today will last about 35 minutes, and after that point, the floor will be opened up for questions. So we would love to hear from you today during today's presentation at any point. So if you have a question or a comment or anything like that, feel free to drop it in the chat box, and then we'll address it during our Q&A session at the end of our discussion. And just for your information, this webinar will be available on demand after today's live session. So if you miss anything, don't worry at all. We'll be sending around the on-demand recording when it's available. And there you can find today's panel and some other related content that you might be interested in as well, including information about future panels. Last but not least, we'd love for you to share today's webinar throughout your social networks. Sharing is caring, as you know. Let people know that you were here. And without any further ado, let's get this conversation rolling. So Ivan, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Rachel. Thank you for introduction. Yes, hello everyone. Hello everyone. Thank you all for coming. Today I'll be speaking about B2Core, one of our products, actually one of our flagship products in the company. I'll be explaining a bit like what is B2Core, what's B2Core for, who is B2Core for. We'll give you a brief introduction into our functionality, current functionality, our plans for the future, and of course, in the end, I'll answer all of your questions. So if you'll allow me, I'll start sharing my screen, and we'll start with a small presentation actually. So yeah, once again, the topic is like why B2Core is a #1 client cabinet solution on the market. So basically, answering your question, B2Core, it's a very complex, it's a multifunctional platform, like client's portal, you can call it trader's room, you can call it CRM, you can call it cabinet. Basically, it's a technology, it's a cabinet that allows Forex brokers, crypto brokers, security brokers, exchanges, spot and margin exchanges like wallets, payment system, banks, to use it for onboarding their end users. And by onboarding, I mean allowing them to have a place where they can register, where they can see their balances, they can make deposits, they can make quick transactions such as like transfers between their accounts, and of course where they can secure themselves by enabling like 2FA for the Google Authenticator or seeing their authorization history. Like there is a lot into it, and of course it's adjustable to different business models. So for example, if you're like a regulated broker and you need like specific KYC procedures, we have KYC integrations for you. Like if you want to adjust the documents, like put out like multiple verification levels, it's all there for you. We have a constructor for this. So as you can see, it's completely adjustable to your business needs. And of course, one of our like top 3 parts over here is user interface, as stated here, external integrations and admin area. Like the user interface, I'm going to show you in a minute the particular example of our user interface. But yes, it's a place where the end user see everything. Like they can do all of their actions, like basically do everything. And the external integrations, it's very important part of the CRM, because for different clients, for different business owners, it's important to have the particular payment system, payment gateways to accept fiat, of course, or crypto. It's important to have different SMS providers for SMS verification or SMS registration. It's important to have different trading platforms, different KYC providers, so different CRM integrations, like more and more integrations. And that's where we that's one of the key parts where we're concentrating our development time, always extending the list of external integrations, because the more we can onboard, the more comfortable it is for our clients. And of course, the admin area. I mean, the admin area, it's like you purchase the functionality, and in the end, you're able to see all of the activity of your users. Their step is tracked in our admin panel. But let me stop with the presentation, and maybe I'll start like showing actually the layout, how it looks like. So like, what is B2Core in the end? So as you can see, you start with pretty much the dashboard, the key information about everything that you have, your wallets overview, the key banners about the B2Core happening, the business happening around that, the quick links to quickly go through everywhere. So the dashboard is pretty much for every end user. The dashboard is all the key information that he needs to see in order to proceed with the actions that you want to do. And of course, then if he proceeds with the, I don't know, let's go with the deposit, right? Oh, sorry, I think it's like logged out. So let me log back in. So deposit, and I go into crypto, I go into BTC, I want to deposit 1 BTC. So it will show me a preliminary rate. Of course, it's not like the final rate because it may change, but I just choose the address type, I click proceed, and that's the beauty of B2Core. Like I get the wallet address, and that's the wallet address of the payment gateway that was integrated into B2Core, like which is B2B Pay, like our payment gateway solution. But yeah, in the end, I copy the address, I make a deposit, and then I can go to, let's go to B2 Trader. That's our spot exchange solution for our clients. So as you can see over here, I have trading view, I have order book, I have everything. So I can go in and I can make it let's go with the buy. So I purchased BTC for my GBP. Let's say I made a deposit of the GBP, and now I want to buy BTC. But like then in the end, I can switch to another different pair. So over here, I go to BTC USDT, and then I proceed with different orders. And as you can see, like the order book is very live, and that's actually our other turnkey solution. But yeah, so I'll be concentrating on B2Core. And the most beautiful part for the margin exchanges and for the spot exchanges is actually on the layout. You can adjust it yourself. Like you want to move it here, you want to resize this one. So you can, like, every end user can adjust it for his business needs. And of course, he can add more workspaces to see, like, to make market orders and everything. So everything is customizable. So for the platforms, of course, we have like MetaTrader for MetaTrader 5, flagship integrations, and over here I can see my trading accounts, I can see the balances, I can quickly make transactions between those accounts. Of course, over here, let's go in like 1,000. And the transfer is done. So I can go ahead and trade on this MetaTrader platform account. So, yeah, and if I want to do an exchange, basically like a simple conversion, right? I just deposited my BTC, and I wanted to quickly convert it into USD in order to fill up my USD trading account, because it's like, you know, it's close to margin call or something. So I quickly do this stuff, exchange, all done. Let's go to wallets, and it's updated, right? So those are, this is like the simplicity of basically quick money transactions that you are able to do in B2Core. So yeah, the history is there, all the transactions, everything you've done is tracked over here. And for the PAM integration as well. So the IB room, of course, one of the key functionality where you are able to do basically free marketing by onboarding the partners, which will market your business for you. They'll get a rebates for this, of course, because they have their own link. They invite people, they gather the business around your B2Core, and you as the owner, you rebate them with a particular percentage. Like, it's customizable as well, of course. And for the profile, of course, there is a verification module where you can proceed with the KYC. As I said, it's fully customizable. Like, you can, we have like multiple integration with the external providers, such as Summit Substance, Identity Mind. You can do the manual verification yourself, and it's all configurable again. So like, it's totally flexible. So the security, it's basically, of course, for the security reason, it's the 2FA and anti-phishing code. I believe you all know about this functionality. The API key management, that's for B2 trader, of course, like where you are able to trade through the APIs basically. And one of the most important parts is the help desk. Like when your person is in need, we have the module for that, where they quickly create a ticket if there is an issue, and you as the owner of B2Core are able to accept their inquiries and quickly move on with the problems to be solved, basically, to be the perfect business. So yeah, so that's a really, like quick go through, because I can go all day long with this part, but that's basically the front end of our B2Core solution. And let me just quickly go through with the admin panel as well.
Sure.
Because over here, you can see, like, for the general part, you can see all the clients that, like, when they're registered, how they're registered, when was the last login, when was the verification level. So everything is in there for you to track, and of course to see. And in the client details, you can go in, and there is like 25 more modules where you're able to configure, like you're able to upload files for the client. You can see, let's go with for his documents that were uploaded from the KYC, his 2FA history, his authorization history, everything is in there. And of course, as you can see, there are like a lot of modules where, like, for the deposits, you can see like all the deposits that were made, through which provider they were made, how much money was deposited, like what's the status of the deposit. So everything is in there. And the most, like, all of the information over here. Oh yes, and of course, one key stuff that we're trying to do is we're trying to give a flexible configuration into everything. So for example, those banners, you configure it from the admin panel. Payment gateways, the ones that you want to accept, are configurable from the admin panel. Like, you click create, you choose the provider, and as you can see, there are a lot of providers that we already integrated into the system. You choose the provider, you configure it, and you're good to go to allow purchases. What else? Let me see. Oh, like, you want to change the menu? It's all here. Look, just I go to the help. I want to like hide that help desk for a second, just to see it's gone. So that's what we're trying to achieve with B2Core. We're giving everything to be configurable, so that you can build a unique solution for you and for your clients. And of course, like as more examples, you can configure so that the wallets will be visible only for particular verification levels, etc., etc. So this is how it's done. Like, this is the most important part for us. And of course, you can see that there is so much functionality in there. Yeah, and we've been building this for a very, very long time. Yeah, so that's pretty much the summary and the quick presentation of the product itself. And maybe, if you allow me, I'll go through the key results of 2021, and we'll give you a little sneak peek of what we'll be doing in 2022.
I would love that. Thank you.
Perfect. So let me scroll back to the presentation. And as you can see, in 2021, we broke through the milestone of 100 institutional clients. So 100 brokerages, 100 exchanges, 100 like converters. Basically, all fintech businesses are already using our B2Cores, and we're rapidly growing, because for now it's January, it's first days of February, it's already 120. So it's a very rapid growth that we're having here. And of course, there is a huge interest into the product that we're offering. Another interesting thing is that we released the mobile application. Actually, it's on the Apple Store right now. If you want to go and check it out, B2 Broker, just text it there. It's on iOS. It supports most of the modules that we have on the desktop right now. And the beauty of the mobile application, it's another layer of turnkey packaging that we're providing to the client, because they're allowing, by that I mean that when the client is purchasing B2Core, we provide not only the desktop version, we also provide the mobile application for them. Like, it's already just open the Apple account, we provide the build, just press submit, and it's in the Apple Store. So that's how we are giving the true turnkey experience, so that the end users are able to make deposits, trade, transfer everywhere. No, not just sitting in front of the computer and like everywhere. Of course, the third thing is 100 plus more integrations. So it's KYC, payment systems. Like we are on a roll there. Every update, there are more integrations coming, because that's one of the key stuff for our product. And 26 updates. Our B2Core updates are like every 2 weeks. It's a rapid growing product. As I said, every 2 weeks there are new features coming. There is more functionality introducing, and like we are publishing all of our release notes, so everyone is always aware like what's happening, what's new, what can also be let's say sold to the end user. So that's how it is. But the most important update that happened in the end of 2021 is that we are now setup free. So before that, we were selling our product for 2,500 setup. Right now, it's free. You just purchase it and you just pay monthly fee. So yeah, I believe that's a huge change, and that's right now such a great product is more affordable to the people who are willing to purchase it. So yeah, those were the key updates for B2Core, and of course, but there is much more coming for 2022. So for the first 6 months, we are expecting 100 more payment system integrations. As I said, we are completely on a roll there, constantly updating more and more. There are 3 more platforms that we'll be introducing. That's an ActTrader, CTrader, and Warp. Also external integrations. For the admin panel, we want to introduce more CRM features. We already have, for example, VoIP integration, like you can call from the admin panel, you can type in notes. We want to step it to the another level, basically to have a like complete, customer journey into the CRM, to have, like callbacks, etc. So yeah, we'll be looking more into that in the first 2 quarters of 2022. And there is a completely new business model solution coming as well for the securities brokerage solution. Recently, we got licensed by the Central Bank of Russians, and yes, we will be entering the securities market with its own solution, with our own technology. For the API, yes, there is going to be a completely, we will be supporting the API reference. So basically what it means, you are now able not only, not now, but in the future, you will be able not only to get the B2Core, but also receive the API documentation to be able to extend the functionality of B2Core by, writing your own, writing your own systems that will be dependent on the B2Core. And in the end, we will evolve into the plugins marketplace, where we are giving like more, of course, we are creating a marketplace. We will be creating a marketplace where other companies will be able to concentrate on building functionality around the API of B2Core in order to provide more turnkey functions, more turnkey features to the clients who are purchasing B2Core. So that's a completely different step for the product. For the front end, there will be a completely new front end. I think we'll be introducing it like mid 2022, maybe a little bit later. But yeah, like fully new front end, because if like this is already, I think it's like 1 year, so we will be rebranding it fully to meet the latest trends, the latest to be more UX friendly. Like we will be revisiting the front end as well. The NFT marketplace, it's very great. NFTs are a really hot topic right now, so we will be offering our clients to be able to basically have a marketplace, to basically be able for the artists, for everyone who is interested into creating their NFTs or purchasing an NFTs to come in and do so. Yeah. So, and for the others, Right now, we will be working on the automated setup because right now it's more of a manual stuff in some ways. So, but we want to reach the place where you can just go inside our system, like upload the logos of the B2Core you want, like pay for the monthly fee, and it's done. It's like right before your eyes. That's what we're reaching for. Yeah, and another project that we'll be looking at is the certification platform, because it's actually it will be a completely new project, but it's directly related to B2Core. That's why it's here, because we wanna give an opportunity for for young specialists or for someone to be able to certify yourself as the admin of the B2Core or as the admin of B2Trader. And in the end, our clients, the businesses, will be able to hire people that are actually like certified specialists in our products. So yeah, so those are the plans for the nearest future. As you can see, that like that's a lot of stuff to complete to do, but yeah, like our growth rate is extremely high, and we want to keep it even higher in 2022.
Absolutely. You guys have got so much going on. It's amazing to see, really. And every time we talk, every few months, it seems like there's just so much more growth happening, which is always really exciting.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. There's so much information. I just want to ask you one question to kind of put a nice bow on all of this information, which is, if you had to sort of summarize all of this in 60 seconds or less, let's say, somebody's looking for a solution like B2Core. What's the number one reason that they should choose B2Core as opposed to any other cabinet solution?
I can tell you, maybe I can summarize it in one word, maybe two words. It's a turnkey solution. I mean, first of all, you get the integrations that we grew for like 2-3 years. We were integrating more and more. So like right now, we're basically like one of the market leaders in terms of external integrations, because you've got like 100 payment systems, like 10 KYC providers. It's like a lot of stuff. And the second part is actually the functionality that's in there. As I showed you, like in the admin panel, you get to track your clients, the deposits, you get to configure stuff. You can see their login data, you can see their deposits, withdrawals, you can configure verification levels. That's all from our teams developing it for like a very long time. And in the end, you receive all of this functionality, and it's easy, it's quick in terms of the setup, because B2Core sets up in 3 days. Mm-hmm. And in 3 days, you're basically are able to enter into a institutional industry with the leading solution. And of course, it's fully branded for you. It's like the logo is changed, the colors, you choose the colors for this, and you choose the menus that you want to see there. You configure the deposits, you configure the commissions, you can configure like everything. So everything, it's fully customizable for your needs. And I'm sure, yes, that that the business that, because I saw it in practice, the businesses that are coming in there, like most of them are, that's good as it is. We're ready to launch with what it is, because you offer so much functionality. We are actually able to configure it as they would like.
Right, exactly. So it really is, start with B2Core, your business is basically ready to go within.
Yes, of course. And in the end, like B2Core is linked with all of our other products. Like you want a spot exchange, here is the B2Core plus B2Trader, and you're all good to go. If you want a brokerage, here is B2Core plus MetaTrader, you're all good to go. And you want to, just like a converter, there is like B2Core plus B2B and Pay, of course, as payment system, you're good to go. Like all of those parts are integrated between each other in order to provide the the most, the least like time to market because you're ready to launch like in weeks, days. You just need to concentrate on marketing, like how you want to go into this business. But like the technical side is on us.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'd like to know a little bit more. You kind of mentioned it a few times, but I'd like to know a little bit more about the team and the development process behind B2Core. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, and that's actually that will reference into the previous question, because
Mhm.
like why do you need B2Core? Why you don't need to develop your own CRM?
Mhm.
Right now on B2Core, there is almost like 50 people working on the B2Core product as a product, including product managers, project managers, developers, of course, both front end and back end, technical writers, business analysts, quality assurance, DevOps, and all of them are concentrated on B2Core development. And of course, even those 50 workers, like if you I don't know, if you want to hire, like, of course, again, like 50 workers and build your own CRM, all of our teams are really they know in depth about our products, about the visions of the products, and that's how we are deploying. Every 2 weeks we're deploying the functionality that is actually needed and that is actually fruitful to all of our clients. And that's actually another point I'm referring to, because when purchasing B2Core, you're not getting something, you're not getting something that will be like this
Mhm.
1 year later. Every 2 weeks, you're getting a new product for free. I mean, you're just paying the monthly fee, but every 2 weeks you get new functionality. You read it in the release notes. There is, I don't know, there is a dynamic menu, as I showed you. Right now, you can configure a dynamic menu, or there are 4 new payment system integrations, and there is a business that's actually is able to accept payments through this payment system. So that's another money flow. So yeah, like a lot of people are working on this product, have been working for multiple years to create what we're calling right now B2Core, the best clients cabinet in the market.
Yeah, absolutely. So I want to talk a little bit more about support. This is also something that you've mentioned, particularly from an end user perspective. You've got support system. What about me? If I was going to, for example, launch the Rachel McIntosh Exchange and I use B2Core, what kind of support would be available to me?
Yeah, that's a great question, actually. So again, referring back to the turnkey mentality,
Hmm.
when purchasing our products, you're not just stuck with the setup that you don't even know how to use it. We are providing like a true turnkey experience, true throughout experience, because right after the purchase, you are assigned to the personal account manager who will be with you throughout all of your throughout the end, let's say. Yeah, and all of your questions, all of your issues, all of your I don't know, like business plans, evolutions, he's there for you. He is there to advise, he is there to help configure. He's there basically for everything, like for the calls, for the texts. There is a personal account manager that is assigned from our side and is helping with all of your inquiries as a business, like that help you start and helps you start. Sorry. Yeah, and for the account managers, apart from for the product side, for the B2Core, we provide documentation. In the documentation, I can actually like show you. In the documentation, you're able to see how to articles, basically how to create a deposit, how to create a banner, how to add a phone number, how to create a bonus price, everything. Like you have a question, you go into the documentation, or the account manager will help you with the guidance to the correct article, or will help you yourself. Like that's a completely like turnkey solution in that sense. And of course, for the release note, you're able to see the new features, everything that came in, the improvements, all of that. And as you can see, every 2 weeks there. So yeah, like referring back to your question, it's not that we're selling something and then you just go. We're there with you at all times, and we are helping you grow, because yes, the growth for our clients, it's the most important thing.
Right. And it's like you said, it's not just like I have a technical error and I need help fixing it. It's also how can I help strategize my business? What are the things that I need to do in order to make my clients?
Um, Here, here, account managers will not advise
Mm,
because, like it's your business, you're the
sure.
decision maker. We share experience and we share knowledge. So
Okay.
that's
Super
how we
clear.
do.
Awesome. Wonderful. So we have a couple of questions from the audience and
Yeah.
audience members. If you have any more questions, now is the perfect time to submit them. The first question, is there a plan to build an app for Android?
That's a great question, actually. Not yet. We are in the process of developing it, and I believe by middle this year, so by end of June,
Mhm.
we should be rolling in the MVP of the Android app, and of course, we will be offering it to our clients. Oh, actually, that's a great thing I remembered. Look, for the B2Core, one of the key stuff, you don't need to overpay for anything. One sec, let me show you, because when you're purchasing B2Core, you're getting iOS app, iOS app, mobile app for free. And for the Android, you'll be getting it for free as well. So you just make one payment and it's all there for you. All of the functionality is there for you.
Okay, fabulous. Thank you. The next question, how is B2B in pay integrated with B2Core? Is B2Core, excuse me. Is the admin panel of B2B in pay separate or inside of B2Core?
Another great question. Actually, it's integrated via API, so I mean that's pretty straightforward. So when I showed you, like for example, how to make a deposit in Bitcoin, it's actually referring to B2B Pay as the request, and then there is a response. But yeah, so I'll not go too technical. Of course, you get a separate admin panel of B2B Pay. However, in B2Core, it's very deep integration because you're actually are able to see all like 99% of the details in the B2Core admin panel. Like you can see your business wallets, like their balances. You can make a withdrawal. You can top them up if you wish to. So yeah, it's done very conveniently. So you don't need to go through one admin to another. You can just do it in one.
Okay, great. Another question, and I'm not sure if you have the answer to this because I'm not sure if I have the answer either, which is what does WARP work?
That's just one of the platforms we are integrating with.
Okay,
So yeah.
great. And one last question, do you have any reports for client managers?
Yes, of course. Yes. So for the finance, there is a report section in the admin panel. You are able to configure, and I think it's like 6 reports. Let me see. Yeah, client finance report, transaction finance report, method finance. It's I do not know by heart the columns, but it's basically it's like all of the transactions. It's analytics. It's like the sum, the dynamics. So yeah, it's in there. All of those reports are provided to the managers. As you can see, I can choose, like for example, every day in the HTML format, mail to me, something like this, and what time. So yeah.
Okay, great. And then actually another just question just came through. Which jurisdictions can B2B Core operate in?
Uh,
Are there any limitations?
Look, it's a software solution,
Yeah.
so I mean,
It really depends on what
yeah,
you do with it.
so
Yeah,
yeah, what type of business? I mean, if you're if you're referring to the like what kind of where can you in what kind of jurisdictions you are allowed to have your business, like that's a different question. But
right.
B2Core is just the software. So for example, like we have our own cryptocurrency exchange launched at the B2Core technology, which is regulated in Estonia. So yeah, so I mean, it really depends on your business model.
Right. And then another question, does this work with CFDs?
Um, Again, Here, like if you're referring to does B2Core has an integration with MetaTrader who works with CFDs? Yes, you're able to open MetaTrader accounts and trade there. But yeah, like B2Core in here, in this sense, yes. But if I understood you incorrectly, then please maybe rephrase.
Clarify. Thank you. Yes. Does B2B Core support KYC and specifically the Markets and Financial Instruments Directive?
I'm not sure that I can answer your questions because I do not really know the requirements. Because for this stuff we have like legal department. Usually it rolls in the requirements. So maybe if you can specify the requirements, I can answer you. But I can say that we have the integrations with several third-party solutions for the KYC. And like that's what we offer.
Okay, gotcha. And then as a follow-up question, the same person asks, do you have any brokers who operate in the EU?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
great.
If by this you mean like target audience in the EU, yes. I mean, of course. I mean, all of our clients are really, throughout the world. Like we have the clients in, of course, South America, North America, like we have like Asian clients, Europe. So yeah, it's really broad. And of course, by this we are for the setup we are putting out the infrastructure which is near the target audience, so that it's comfortable for the clients and it's really quick.
Okay, great, thank you. And then one more question. Can you speak a little bit about B2B Core's custody features and secure holding of digital assets? For example, do you offer cold storage?
For the custody features, no, not yet. We do not, but actually, like the custody service, we have it on the roadmap for B2B Pay, and maybe in the future we will link it up with B2Core as well, because like two of the great tasks that we have ahead of us, it's basically the custody and the staking service. The staking we also want to offer in our B2B Pay solution, the payment gateway solution, and in B2Core. But for now, no, unfortunately, I'm sorry.
Okay, good to know. Another question, do you have access to client data? And this person specifically asks, could they put their client's data onto a server, for example?
Unfortunately, no. It's a SaaS solution. Yes, it's a SaaS solution. So we host it, and however, it's basically like mostly, it's GDPR compliant. So, for example, for the access of the server, there is a particular person, like authorized person, and and on the servers it's encrypted. So yeah, I mean the security part is all good. But yeah, like the client data, it's on our site, it's on our servers.
Okay, great. That's all the time that we have for today. Ivan, I want to thank you so much for this amazing presentation. You're so knowledgeable about what you do, and it's great to see. Do you have any final words for our audience?
Yes, actually, if I may have another like 15 seconds. Look, everyone who may still have a question or maybe like we missed a question or anything, please go ahead and visit our website. Actually, like that's if you have like a metaverse right now pumping up, like that's the B2 Brokerverse. Yes. You will find everything regarding the products. You will find knowledgeable stuff in there, like how it works, why it works like this. So it's not just like selling products. It's actually telling you like the logic behind it, like the optimal way of building stuff. So it's all there. Just go and visit. If you have a question, feel free to contact us. Check out our videos. So And of course, thank you all very much for coming here. Thank you all very much for spending your time with us. I hope it was fruitful for all of you.
Yeah, it definitely was for me. That's all from me and Ivan today. So thank you all for tuning in to watch this webinar. Again, this recording will be available on demand after we finish up today. So be sure to share that on your social media channels. I hope all of you enjoy your day, and we'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.